G'day. This week it's all about doing a little bit of repair on your four-wheel drive. Now, I don't want to bore you, but it really is handy if you can do a couple of things. Ideally before you leave home, but even if you have to be on the road, make certain you've got enough tools to get yourself by. I'm probably in overkill. I've probably got enough tools to be help out a basic motor mechanic. But anywho, that's what I've done. I've done a little repair on my driving light, and hopefully that'll help you. I've also got a couple of random tips as always. Anywho, let's go. Now, I didn't want to be the bearer of bad news, but if you're on the road long enough, unfortunately, you will need to do some repairs. You either pay the man, and sometimes that can be pretty breathtaking, or have a go yourself. So I'm just going to give you a couple of ideas on doing it yourself, saving yourself a few dollars, and what tools you should have and what tools you shouldn't have. Now, I'm just going to start this my little display area clean, so excuse the noise. Long live these things, eh? Now, this is definitely not everything you need. Probably some stuff you don't even need at all. But this is pretty much what I travel with. I quite like these. It covers most of your spanners. And it's also got like a little ratchet in it, and I use these quite a lot. So you've got your, for those that don't know, you put it on the nut and there's that. So I'm always using those. Also have these, which are handy for some serious work. Let's hope you don't get down that path. And that's just basically a full set of missing ones, so I'll just find out in a minute. But that's pretty handy to have, as I say, for some serious work. I carry this more for helping other people because it's got all the variations on the wheel stud patterns you're going to have on your car or caravan. And look, sometimes I'll use it, but the majority of times I've got other stuff that I'll use. As I say, it's handy if someone's broken down the side of the road and they finally changing a little tyre and it's just think, oh mate, you're going to be there forever. So I use this, and I haven't got it out, I don't need it right now, but it's a bottle jack. And I didn't get the smallest bottle jack because I find that when you actually get it underneath the caravan, once it's fully loaded, you still haven't even touched the bottom of the caravan. So I get the next one up, which is a bit heavier, a bit more expensive, but at least you've got a good start to if you're jacking the caravan or if you're jacking the car. And if the car's got a lift, you're already kind of halfway there, so that's handy. These are just I have some drill bits. I try to keep them topped up. If I break one, I tend to replace it. And then I've got my sometimes used tools, that tool bag, and always use tools tool bag. I've got to say, between all this, they do become pretty heavy, and I've got a recovery set amongst all the other stuff I've got. And recently picked up some stuff that I had in, a friend was looking after for storage, and I'm carrying that at the moment and trying to work out what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, so my constant plight is to get rid of stuff, you know, lower the weight of the car and the caravan. Anywho, today's effort is all about fixing up the driving light, the second driving light on the car. And the reason I'm doing this video is the more people I speak, the more I realise that it's quite common that the bracket holding your driving light can break because of, you know, vibrations and all that sort of stuff, corrugations. You might have an off-road car and an off-road caravan, but it still doesn't constantly stop that. So I've replaced one, and today I'm going to replace the second. So we'll see how we go. Just about to do some minor surgery on this plate for the light. There we go. Bit of filing. Now I've got some rubber that I'm going to put between these two, sandwich it between, drill that hole, and then that's as much drilling as I need here in the workshop. I have to say that hole does look pretty rough, but I'm pretty sure it's going to do the job, so that's a good thing. Come and have a look over this side. That's the job mostly done. For the life of me, I have no idea why I always, for some reason, tend to leave this to the end of the day to do a job. Anywho, there's the good one. So you can see that's all nice and firm. Beautiful. And this one, wibbly wobbly and about to fall off. So I'll take it off. I believe I've showed you this before. It's magnetic. So, oops, there we go. So that's where I'll put my nuts and bolts when I'm working on them. I'll put it in here. Yep. That's how badly broken it is. Now you can see that. Now that should all be connected to the other part of the bracket. So that's one part that's fairly sad. Hopefully that'll sit there safely and won't fall off, but it is held with a fairly tight cable, so it should be okay. Now, I talked about those serious spanners. I'll get them because I've got to get this nut and bolt off. I forgot to mention this tool bag, which I use all the time. $19. There's my new bracket I made up, same as the one before. So that basically sits on there, and hopefully, oh, I haven't already done it, I thought I had. I'll have to work on it tomorrow. Good morning, top of the morning to you. A wee bit chilly. I'm in Richmond, New South Wales, and I'm just about to complete this little project I started last night. And hopefully be able to do it fairly quickly. When I last left you, I had the bracket that was almost ready to go on, but I hadn't drilled through the rubber. So I did that last night, just before bed, and now I should just be able to take the old bracket off, secure that on, and we're up and away. Let's check it out. Tools. Okay. This guy. Yep. So I need to keep all my little nuts and bolts tidy. That's part of the broken bracket, which would normally sit on there, and the other guy sit on there, and the light sit like so. That's totally broken off. Yep. So it has a nut and a spring washer. So that's how the bracket should look, and it should have the light in it, but it's broken. See if I can do a repair. So these were just on there to hold it. I didn't put the nuts on it, just to keep it all in place when I was drilling the rubber. So what I've done is I've got bracket, rubber, take this final bracket off, like so, leave the rubber there, slot over the old system, like so, then put the broken bracket back on. So there's the broken bracket, the new bracket with the rubber, that goes on there. Then a nut goes on there. Oh, the nut and the spring washer, sorry. Tighten it up just to hold it in place. Then put the new bracket on. Goes on like so. Yep. And the spring washer, oops, and the nut. What I forgot to do as well is, so I've got the new bracket and I've drilled through the bracket, that's fine, drilled through the rubber, that's fine, but now I'm putting the old bracket on. I've now got to drill through the old bracket to get the bolts through. So I won't bore you, but that's basically what I've got to do. So I'll catch you in about 10 minutes to 2 hours, depending how long it takes. And there you are, 5-minute job done. Actual time probably took me, well, pretty hard to tell, because going in the workshop drilling and just doing some more drilling then and buying the parts and so on and so forth, but I don't know, wasn't that big a job. Now, see that? Pretty firm. This is the new one I just fitted on just now. Pretty firm. The only thing I do need to do is go out in the dark and either line it up on a wall, like a garage wall or a brick wall somewhere, or actually go out on the on a dirt road and line it up so I'm happy with it. Otherwise, I am. very happy with it. Okay, be warned. There's your warning sign. For those who know it, it's the cassette. It's going to tell you a little bit about the facilities and how to use them best, and I'll make it as brief as possible. Here we go. This is my favourite solution that I add to my canister, and I've tried pretty much every one of them. One of them I tried, which was supposed to be ergonomically and all good for the environment and everything. I think the smell of that particular solution I was putting in was worse than than the actual. Yeah. Anyway, we won't go down that path. This is my favourite, and you can get this at Bunnings. I think it's $20–30 or something. You loosen both tops, squeeze it, and that fills up this little canister here. So keep it going. That'll do it. Do the two tops up again. Now here's my latest discovery. 79 cents. It's a syringe. Don't panic. So, the great thing about it, if it all works according to plan, my cunning plan, there it is, and you've got your little container, you can always put it back in. So technically speaking, that holds 20 ml. Now, according to my canister and the instructions on the back here, for 20 litres, well, this is actually either 17 or 19, I can't remember, mil for the canister. It says you need to put in, for 20 litre canister, well, mine's 17 or 19, put around about 40 mil. So this is 20 mil. I'm going to throw caution to the wind. Show you guys without spilling it all over myself. That would be very tragic. I'll put it on. What could possibly go wrong? I'll put it on the bull bar of the car. Make certain I'm all empty. Yeah, all good. So 20 mil. How surgical. That then goes into the top of the canister. I don't think you can see that. Like so. Oops, a bit of a drip. 20 mil. And another shot of that, which will give me the 40 mil. There it is. 40 mil. I'm done. Now, what I've been doing, now I'm going to put that back in the little container. It might be a good idea to get another container. I might get one of those zip bags and put it in there, and always keep it with the bottle. What I've been doing is I've basically been doing a guesstimate, and it's not particularly great. I mean, it's nice to have everything working 100%, so both all done up, and I can pop that away in the cupboard. Well, there you have it. Hopefully over my shoulder you can see the kangaroo preening itself. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know it was a bit short and it was all a bit sort of technical about just repairing stuff, but sometimes when you're on the road, saving that, you know, a few $100s or saving a small bucket of money can make the difference between filling up the tank and going a little bit further. So that's what that was all about. Now, if you found the video useful, helpful and or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, now might be the opportunity to do it. And if you think the video is worth sharing, that too would be great. And until next time, this is Paul Wheel Drive, signing off. Not sure if you can tell, but the one who's keeps popping her head up has got a little joey in her pouch. Maybe that's not a joey after all. Maybe that's the kangaroo's dingle dongle.